Hey, this is Rant Robin. Just thought I'd do a quick review. I'll start out by showing you guys our Disney collection here in our bedroom, and then I want to pull out two of these and actually review them. So I'm going to focus this review on the recent release of the Orange Bird Diamond Edition and the Abominable Snowman Diamond Edition. So I will pull them out and just kind of show you guys the box so you guys can kind of see it. So come on, let's do this. Hey, okay, so we'll start with the Abominable Snowman. Now, he's number 289. This does not reflect his release as the Diamond Edition. This reflects his release in sequential order with the original pop. As you know, this is the same mold used. The only difference is they use a different set of paint for the Diamond Edition that contains glitter inside the paint. Now, a little known fact that most of you don't know, his name is actually Harold. Disney park fans will know that. He is the Matterhorn mascot. Now, looking closer at the actual pop, it's very detailed. You can see the hair coming out of the top of his head. You can even see the part on the top of the head. And you can see his gums on the top of the teeth, too, which is kind of intriguing. Now, there was an error released where the top teeth were missing, which looks very odd. He has the Diamond Edition sticker right there next to the Disney Park exclusive sticker. As far as I know, this is the first official Disney Park exclusive Diamond Editions. Well, one of two, as you'll see with the other one. You can see he's got the name Abominable Snowman. I really thought as an ode to Disney fans that they should have actually given him the name Harold, because with the logo Matterhorn, people would have still known who it was. The side is your basic pop box. Nothing really all that intriguing there. But the back is where I really think this one kind of goes above and beyond, because this is one of the few Disney Park pops where it actually gives you a description of the ride. And I believe this is actually one of the signs that is near the ride, because I feel like I've read this sign before or something similar to it. But this is your basic description of the ride. Embark on a thrilling high-speed run. So, but I don't need to read the whole thing. And then, of course, it's his pop-ized picture of him. Along with, you'll notice they've painted the Matterhorn in the background. It's not quite as easy to see on the back as it is the side shot, where you can see it here, where they've got the Matterhorn. A pretty decent picture of it painted. Now, it does appear to be painted, even though from a distance it does look very realistic. Just the mutedness of the colors does kind of make me believe that it is actually a painted shot. And then, of course, they've added some of the little designs here that kind of give it a, I want to say, German feel to it, but just kind of calling to mind the maybe like the Swedish Alps or something of that sort, or one of those big mountains that you would think of being over there that you might find an Abominable Snowman. I believe this is supposed to be Swedish, if memory serves me correct. So that's a lot of Swedish designs that you would see in Swedish pubs and stuff like that. So that's again a clear shot of him. I'll back up and give you a far away shot of him.
No, not Swedish. Swiss.
Swiss.
Berlin.
That's right, Swiss. I am sorry. So, but yeah, all the design elements are very Swiss, or Swedish, or Swedish. I don't know how you'd say that. So somebody can correct me down in the comments, because it's not my specialty. All right.
It's not Sweden.
Yeah, that's true. It's not Sweden. All right. So let me show you the Orange Bird now. All right. Here's the Orange Bird now. A short history, because a lot of my California friends are like, who is that? He is a logo used in the Magic Kingdom over in Florida. Originally, he was, at one point, he was a mascot for a Florida orange juice company. If you look closely at his head, you can kind of see the orange peel look, that he is basically an orange with bird features. He was just called Orange Bird, as you can see. He does not have a name beyond that, as far as I know. but he was used all over the park at one point, and he was even an animatronic in the Florida version of the Tiki Room, I believe, or at least was a statue nearby, but I believe it was actually in the Tiki Room with the other birds. When the Florida Orange Juice Company kind of went under, the Magic Kingdom kept rights to the mascot and used him in their park afterwards. Still, even though the company is long gone. Now, he used to be all over the park. Now you can really only see him at a couple, like one of the terraces for a restaurant and a few other places. And then he's actually showing up as a Loungefly Bags here and in Florida, and then also showing up over there as plush and characters like that in the Disney Springs area. But for the most part, his signs have been removed from the park, but those who are true Disney fans do know about him. So, now again, this is basically $2.90. Came right after the Abominable Snowman in sequential order of original release. Again, this is based on the original release, not the current release. They were both released at pretty much the exact same time this time. It's the same mold as the original one, for those who might have the original one. Again, it's just glittered into the paint. And I am glad that they did not get a lot of glitter into the eyes, because that is one issue that we've noticed with the Diamond editions, especially of characters with the more black eyes, that sometimes you would find that. Now, the pop box has a very retro look to it. Again, you can see the diamond here and the park exclusive sticker. And you can also see even the details of like his leaf on his head and things like that. It's hard to see with the light. But again, he has a very retro look to his box. I'll show you the side again. It's just kind of his head. Your basic box, orange bird. It's the exact same box for the original for those who might have it. The back is the same. Again, they recycle their boxes for the Diamond editions. They just literally add glitter into the paint. As you can see, it says Early Bird, Florida. It's a bunch of the, I believe, kind of a bunch of the retro signage that they might have had, or retro-looking signage that they might have had of him. And this is like his, this is a classic, this looks to be a more classic picture of him, because the picture here is not Popeyed at all, if you want to call it that, or Funkoed, however you would say that. The picture here is, though. But this is just a classic picture of how he looked. This is probably, I think in the park you can see bags with this kind of symbol into their design where they've got it minus him there. But that's a pretty classic pose. This does appear to be an old cartoon of him probably that they redid or remastered for it, because it does have a very, I want to say 50s or 60s type feel to it, but he might have been made to look more retro even at the time he was introduced. You can see the design continues of the orange bird, but there's no retro design of him, just the Funko design, and then him in the wallpaper background, kind of with the pop logos around him. Again, this is pretty the same as the box, the other one. Now, again, back to the front, he is $2.90. Now, Florida, there was kind of a disastrous release with the Abominable Snowman, where they sold too many to people and we were unable to get it. Florida had that kind of snafu the first time they sold the orange bird. This time around, they were really strictly enforcing a two-person limit at their World of Disney. Both of these were released to commemorate the reopening of the World of Disney shops here and in Florida, and both were only able to be gotten in their states. So Orange Bird could only be gotten at the World of Disney in Florida, and Abominable Snowman Harold could only be gotten at World of Disney here in California in our downtown Disney. So they were both state specific, so I don't know how many videos you're going to find on YouTube where you see both of them. Well, this is Rant and Robin. Let me show you one shot of them side by side before I log out. Alright, here's a shot of them side by side, just so you can kind of see both of them. Not many collectors seem, looking through YouTube, to have both. Doesn't mean some haven't. I managed to get the Abominable Snowman via trade with a gentleman who said he was there with his son at 4 in the morning the day before and still almost didn't get one because people had arrived at 10 p.m. the night before. And Orange Bird I found through eBay. He was most eBay listings for him are going around 40. So So it's actually a fair price if you think about them. 20 off the rack and $15 for shipping, and then a $5 profit margin. That's actually a pretty good. It's only a 25% profit for the person in most cases, so that is a fair price. If I found either of these for 40 bucks online, I would go for it, especially if you're out of state. But since they aren't available anywhere except conventions, pretty much kind of are stuck with eBay or OfferUp, or a site like that. Where I got mine was OfferUp, but there's different sites that do it. Alright, well, this is Rant and Robin logging out. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit like and subscribe, and I'll catch you later. This is Rant and Robin. Next time you see my face, it'll be the same channel but a different place, and I'll catch you guys later.